Hi, and thank you for being here. Today I would like to share with you something personal, a story about change, growth and perspective. I am sure that my story will resonate with a lot of you. So sit back, relax, take a moment to unwind and let me take you through my journey from hustle to harmony, plus also enjoying the walkthrough scenes of what we get up to when we stay a day at home. I had lived all my life on the beautiful island of Malta, which sadly is now overpopulated, noise polluted and a very city life vibe. In my earlier years, I worked hard juggling a family and running an arts and craft shop. In my later years, I was then managing two shops, the art shop and also a coffee shop. I came from a place that never stopped moving. The noise, the crowds, the constant hustle. And while I loved this energy, there was always this underlying pressure to keep up. Every day it felt like a race against time. I felt I was living outside my body, trying to cope and fit in. I had in fact become a total workaholic, constantly on a time clock, always chasing the next task and facing the next problem. Do you ever feel like you've caught in this hustle? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Then one day, I remember it was the 1st of May, Vic pulled me away from my routine and we visited rural Sicily, Ragusa, for just one day. That day, everything inside me shifted. I suddenly felt a strong sense of connection and relief. It was like a weight had been lifted. That's the day I found out that Sicily has this way of pulling you in. Going back to my daily hectic routine was looking even more dismal day by day, constantly questioning my life, my future and my happiness. I started feeling the four walls of the shop closing in, looking out into the street, seeing the chaos, and the noise pollution became deafening. As fate had it, a very unexpected sequence of events led us to this very beautiful rural house in Ragusa, Sicily. We weren't even looking at the time, but it just presented itself to us and we were drawn. It became our perfect getaway to regain our sanity from time to time. A few years later, fate smiled back at us. It didn't seem like the lucky charm at the time, but my shop lease was about to expire. The rent was going to double, business was already suffering due to increasing competition, online shopping was crippling the sales. I had to take the very difficult decision to close my 20-year-old art shop and 5-year-old coffee shop. Within a few months, I worked hard with a very broken heart, mixed feelings and uncertain future, and I closed the door on what I always knew and worked so hard for. Little did I understand that perhaps everything does happen for a reason. This was September of 2019. I was at a crossroad to my next step in life. Vic came up with the very good idea to take a month or two off and go to Sicily to unwind and rethink. They say 3 is a charm, right? Well, little did we know that fate was going to strike again. This was early 2020, and we all know what happened then. COVID hit. We decided to stay put in Sicily. The ports were closed, so we couldn't return home, and we ended up staying quite a few months longer than we planned. From then on, everything became history. I came to Sicily to rethink, but in the end it became an escape from the very fast-paced life and to find something. But what I found was me. In the end, Sicily didn't change me. It helped me remember who I was. It gave me the space to breathe, to reflect and to live without the noise of the world. It gave me a new perspective on life. Sicily was about finding space, mentally, emotionally and physically. Every day I was taken down memory lane of how Malta used to be. Sicily, with its slower pace of life and breathtaking landscapes, was a strong contrast to everything I knew. In the chaos of running 2 businesses back home, I'd forgotten what it felt like to just exist in the moment. In Sicily, I learned the power of slowing down and observing life around me. Everything doesn't have to be rushed. Sicily didn't just change my environment, it changed my perspective. It's about living in the moment, enjoying the beauty around us and finding the balance. Now, when I think about why I am here and where I've been, I know Sicily is a part of me forever. and I'll always be grateful for the way the island changed me. Not in grand gestures, but in quiet moments, in the lesson only time and peace can teach. Sicily has taught me a very valuable lesson, that success isn't measured by how much you do, but how well you live. It's here in Sicily that I learned to truly appreciate the connection between food and nature. It's not just about the ingredients, it's about understanding where the food comes from, how it's grown, and the bond it shares with the land. Here, every meal tells a story. The season dictates the menu. Food isn't just something you eat, it's something you experience, something that brings you close to the land and its people. For the Sicilians, food is a tradition passed down through generations, and they are more than willing to share the tradition with us. To give you an idea, only the other day we went to buy some gas cylinders. The lovely man there, who saw some artichokes we had just bought, quickly told me one of the ways his wife cooks them, and he started explaining the recipe with a certain passion. I am sharing the recipe that he passed on to me in this video. When a Sicilian invites you to their family, they're inviting you into their world, their family and their heart. Finally, my time in Sicily has truly been a life-changing experience. I hope you enjoyed coming along on this journey with me. If you have been inspired by my story or just enjoyed the video, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content like this. My next videos will be about the new, exciting project we are working on. If you think you guessed what it is, leave me a comment below. Some more videos will also include new adventures, DIY projects, growing vegetables, and basically everything creative that's happening in Sicily. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye!